But for Amy and I both, we were both introduced to essential oils around the same time. Amy and her family were actually living at my house for a short period of time when I was introduced to the oils. And so we really kind of learned together. I went to a couple classes by myself that you didn't go to, but for me personally, I had a personal experience for the first time when I used essential oils for environmental threats and the yuck that goes around in the spring when things are blooming and budding and all those things, and had an immediate and really strong response to the oils, and it made a huge difference for me. So I was able to stop using some things that I wasn't really, they made me feel groggy and drowsy, and I didn't feel good anyway.
Yeah. Well, and we were at a place where we were self-employed and did not have insurance. And I was really, truly just looking for anything to help support health, give our body extra tools to stay healthy. Yeah. So that was kind of my interest and intrigue with the oils.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Hello, Judy.
Hey, Judy.
So we want to talk real briefly about what are essential oils. Those of you who have been around a little while, just bear with us. We're going to get to the specific oils in just a couple minutes, but we have some newer people on the call tonight. So we want to just make sure that we're fully covering and that you guys can invite people later and have all of the information here. Essential oils are naturally occurring plant extracts. They're used from the leaves, bark, flowers, roots, rind of different plants and elements that we find in nature.
Food. Yeah, food. Because we have the fruit. Because that's what you're touching. Like when you're touching a lemon, you touch that and you can feel that in your fingers, or a rose petal. You do that. Those are the essential oils from that plant or from the fruit.
Yep. They all have therapeutic properties that can support our wellness and help with many, many, many different types of concerns, anywhere from physical stuff to emotional, and just many, many, many different ways. doTERRA also offers a great financial opportunity that we don't want to neglect to mention, but there's many, many different ways that our essential oils can be a blessing to you and your family. They're also really easy to use. They're natural, they're safe, and they're readily available. If you guys went shopping at the very beginning of the mess that we've been recently in, it was hard to find some of the standard products that people would run to use to clean their homes, to take care of their health, and we still had our oils. So it was just really nice to have that to fall.
Well, and I think one of the things that we've been able to kind of work through, and one of the things that we say is one of the questions is always, why do essential oils work? How do they work? The bottom line is your body sees them as food. They come from plants. That's also why if you listen to anybody that's talking, even commercials now, anything that is plant-based is much more bioavailable to the body. The body takes it, uses it, processes it fairly quickly because your body sees it as food because it's plant. So that's why they work. It's not some big whatever that you have to, it's nothing scary, weird. It's just your body sees it as food.
Yep. And they're available so much quicker.
Absolutely.
It's so nice to have stuff that you can take something internally or use it topically, and within seconds you notice a difference, or moments you notice a difference, as opposed to having to wait half an hour, an hour for something to really give us a difference. So there's 3 basic different ways that you can use the oils. Which ones do you want to talk about?
Doesn't matter. Okay. I'm going to talk about aromatic. Okay. That actually, aromatic is, we tend to think of most of the time of that is like maybe using a diffuser, but you can actually, we have our own diffusers, put a drop in your hands, you're smelling it, putting it on some jewelry. That's the aromatic use of oils.
More some.
Yeah, I usually have it on. And that's just one of the ways that we do that. Now, I will be honest with you, when we first started using the oils, that was my least, I felt like it was the least important, and it just made things smell good. But I've come to learn that, first of all, it's a super easy way to use the oils, because you just put the drops in your diffuser and go, and it goes into the air, and it really blesses anybody that walks in that room. But it is a powerful, powerful tool.
Yep. And like Amy said, there's several different ways that you can use it. I just want to point out, she's got on a necklace right now. We've got a lot of different jewelry that can be used. You don't have your ring on those, right?
I forgot to put it on.
I have even done something where, leather earrings are really popular right now, and you can put a drop of oil on any kind of leather. It doesn't stain the leather. And then whenever you're turning your head or moving around, it just helps that move through the air, and you get the full benefit of it that way too. Topically, we use our essential oils topically as well. One of the key elements that you need to know, we're going to talk in just a minute about why doTERRA oils are different, but one of the key things you need to really pay attention to when you're looking at essential oils is the ability to use them topically and internally. If you're picking something up with a label that says don't use on skin, or if it touches the skin,
use only is what it usually says.
But sometimes it'll say, if you get this on your skin, like a cleaning element, if you get this on your skin, wash it off immediately, those types of things. Those are red flags to you that this is not a pure product, and there should be some concern.
Well, and again, something that I didn't know 8 years ago in this process is that anything that you put on your skin actually goes into your body. It soaks in. So again, everything
and
from
gets into your bloodstream,
oils and lotions and even room sprays and all of that kind of stuff. So that's just another thing to consider and think about.
Have you ever noticed when you've used like a cleaning supply, you'll spray it and then accidentally inhale it and you're choking for a couple minutes?
Yes.
That's a really good indicator that you're not using a great product.
Exactly.
We got lots of new people joining us, so thank you guys for jumping on tonight.
And let's stop real quick. We're going to do this. We're probably about 20 more minutes, and then we're going to start. We'll do some questions and that kind of stuff. So hang on.
Yep. And once again, if you're here and brought a friend, make sure you type it in the comments and let us know that you're here with a friend.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to do a prize drawing at the end if we've got anybody that brought a friend. So topically is the second way. And when we talk about using it topically, we're just talking about using it on the skin. Often we talk about using our essential oils on the bottoms of the feet or along the spine. And that's in large part because of just the bioavailability of those points in your body. It absorbs into the skin and into the bloodstream very quickly in both of those places. And they are actually both what we kind of call a map of the body. So depending upon where you apply it, it's actually pulled into a correlating part of the body. So that's a great way to use them as well. And then internally, you can add a drop of oil to food, water, or any type of a drink. We have a friend that's here with us tonight, kind of sitting alongside, and she has been enjoying tangerine in her tea all afternoon. So sorry, Jim. She's had a lot of tea.
It's delicious.
But there's other ways you can use them internally as well. We use them in what's called veggie capsules that look just like a capsule that you would take internally. We pop them apart, put a couple of drops of oil in, and take them in internally. And again, they get into the digestive system and the bloodstream very quickly.
And that's why it's so important to see what oils that you're using. Because again, we're not wanting to take stuff internally that it doesn't have the true pure whatever it is that we're trying to take, lemon or lavender or something.
Now,
like
not
that.
all of doTERRA's oils are recommended to be used internally, but that's because of the way that our bodies process them, and it poses a danger to overload systems within the body.
And most of the time, it's the liver.
Yeah,
and it would take a lot to do that, but we just always err on the side of caution, and so that's why it's just a matter of the way that your body filters and processes stuff.
Yep. Internally, there was something else I was going to say, but I guess we're good because I can't think of what it was. Okay, next we want to talk really quickly about what makes doTERRA different. You all can read, so I'm going to let you read through this screen. If you're rewatching it, if you need to pause it and read it again, that's fine. Sure. But there are a couple of things that I personally like about doTERRA that sets it apart from other companies. What would you say is one of those things for you?
It's funny because that's probably changed over the years. Obviously, I didn't realize early on how important the purity and quality and all of that of our oils are. So that is huge. But I have to say, the co-impact sourcing is a big deal to me. I've been on mission trips over the years, and so you kind of start into that mentality. But when we start watching what doTERRA is helping to do across the world, changing lives, changing communities, changing families, it's just amazing. And knowing that that's how we're getting the quality of oils that we're getting is because of we're going to where what doTERRA does is they go to where the oils grow indigenously or naturally. And that's where they go into these communities. They teach how to grow, harvest, distill all of that in the best way
quality.
possible. And for the plants, for the people,
Mm-hmm.
all of those things, and that's what they cultivate, and I just think that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So not only are we making sure that we're getting really pure, high quality oils, but it's having an impact on
Absolutely.
people, often in what some people would call a third world country,
Absolutely.
that really could use the economic benefit both in their families and as a country.
Yeah,
So
amazing.
it's had all around the world, it's had
Yeah.
an incredible impact. You don't necessarily want an oil from a company where all of their sources of the oils are in the United States. It's not necessarily a benefit when somebody tells you, well, my company has farms all across the United States, because I don't want a lavender oil that comes from Utah. I want lavender that comes from France.
So again, it's where they grow indigenously, which because that's where the soil, the climate is made. That's the way God made it for it to grow there. So it grows the best, it grows the most potent, and that's what we want.
Oftentimes they grow as weeds.
Oh, I know.
That or predator plants.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which tree is it in Australia or New Zealand? Was it Douglas fir?
Might have been.
That was literally taking over the countryside.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
And doTERRA was able to come in and help that country take care of a major problem within their economic system and their ecological system. And at the same time give us an incredible tool.
Bless us with
to
that.
use
So
in our essential oil
I always kind of laugh at that
so,
as how that happens in that. So, but so
we also have third-party testing that's available, and we have a website that you can use to look up the SKU number or the lot number of any particular oil that you're using and see the testing results from that. Now, I do want to give you this one piece of information. The name of that website is source2you.com, but there's about a 4 to 6 month lag because they have to complete all the testing and get the results in and have them ready to publish before they post on the website.
Okay.
So that's So anyway, those are just a couple of things that make doTERRA different, and a couple of things that are just of utmost importance to us. So we want to take just a few minutes now and quickly go through, I don't even know that we'll go through all 9 of the oils, but we're going to really quickly go through some of our favorites. You want to talk about Adaptive?
I can.
Or you want me to?
Yeah. So Adaptive is a line that doTERRA put together and introduced to us in September of last year. So we're still kind of when I say new, it's new. We're kind of, I'm loving seeing how this is just working with different people. So let's remember too, and I say this often, is that we are all thumbprints. Now, not that we all have thumbprints, because we do, but we're all a thumbprint. So we've been through different things in our life. We've lived in different parts of the world, eaten different food, been under different stress. Some of us have had issues in the body where things have, we've had body organs removed, whatever. So we're all a little bit different. So our oils sometimes work a little bit differently, and Adaptive is one of those. It is an incredible tool. It was created to help support mental health. Is really what it is. So the Adaptive line comes with 3 pieces. There's the straight oil, which you'll see right here in the picture. It's a 15 mil, which is just the Adaptive oil, which is a blend of oils. Then there is a 10 mil roller that is the Adaptive oil and fractionated coconut oil that's ready to roll on and go. And then there is an Adaptive capsule as well, which is a little bit different than the oil, similar properties, but some different things that go with that. So you can see here some of the different things that it actually can help to address. For those of you that are really interested in Adaptive and need more information, comment on here and I will send you, there is a Facebook group that literally is Adaptive. In fact, you can find it if you want to search Adaptive. It's testimonials, something else. And that's what that whole page is. And it's interesting because people have different experiences with the oils. It doesn't make it right or wrong or good or bad. It's just different. So lots of incredible information there, though, from like some of the people in the military, coming home and not being able to sleep well or to relax, and just what this is doing is amazing. So this is an interesting tool for sure.
What I personally have found that it has done for me is just slow the brain chatter. You know how we as women, I think, often have just 1,000 things going on all at the same time, and it just slows that down for me and helps me to be able to just kind of chill.
Because the Serenity soft gels do that for me. So again, you just figure what works for you, and that's what I love. We have so many products and oils with similar properties
Yeah.
that we've got options. Sometimes we just have to find just the right fit for us. So, but that's adaptive.
Next up, we're going to talk about Breathe. Breathe is one of my favorite oils,
Absolutely.
and I honestly use it daily, truly. It helps to open up air pathways. It'll help in the fall and winter when there's just stuff in the air that you want to help clear out, or anytime you have some type of respiratory challenge that you're facing. We like to use it when we fly or go through the mountains also. Amy and I go over to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg in East Tennessee frequently. And when you go up over the mountain, or if you're going down through like to Florida and go over Mont Eagle, that is just murder on my ears. Everything blocks up. And just using a swipe of that Breathe behind my ears and down the jawline helps keep that open and moving, and I don't get clogged ears the same when you're taking off or landing at the airport.
Well, and this one, with what we've all gone through in the last couple of months, knowing that respiratory health is so important, this has been in my diffuser. My husband's in my diffuser nightly, On Guard and Breathe together. And then I usually add some type of citrus to it, but Breathe is a huge powerhouse blend.
Yeah. We're going to blow right over Deep Blue, but I do want to mention that Deep Blue is incredible when it comes to muscle and joint pain. So if you have anything dealing with that type of muscle, joint pain, headaches, neck pain, any of those kinds of things, it comes in an oil, a roll-on, and a rub, and all of them are incredible.
They sure are. Yep.
Digestin.
Oh, Digestin. Digestin is a I'd move it, but I don't know how. Is huge one for anything tummy related, and we like to say digestive, tummy, intestinal, any of that stuff. We like to say Digestin is a smart oil because it just does whatever your body needs to do. If it needs to stop doing something, it can help that, and if it needs to start doing something, it can help that too. So, and it literally works very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast. This tends to be one that if you have men in your life and they need to have their own experience with oil, Digestin is usually a good one because it works so fast and there's no denying that it worked. And usually they go, oh, wow, they really do work.
I have literally been driving down the highway in one of those situations where you're like, I'm going to really embarrass myself in just a moment. And used a drop under my tongue and had everything settle down almost
a drop in the
immediately.
belly button, if that's what you, so you can see right here some of the things that it helps with, but it is absolutely an incredible blend. It tastes like black licorice, which I don't like, but I have learned to love and appreciate the taste of this oil.
Then we've got frankincense. Frankincense is known as the king of oils for good reason. I could started working on a whole study of just frankincense oil. We often will say, if in doubt, get the frankincense out. You can see just on the list here how many things it does. Frankincense is incredible when it comes to anything having to do with inflammation in the body,
which is actually
most everything.
I was just going to say, and we don't realize that. We really don't realize that. Even sometimes when you've eaten too much of something or the wrong something, and we think it's the food, it is, but it's actually because it's causing inflammation, whether it's the sugar in it, whether it's the flour, whatever.
Dairy.
So much is truly inflammation based. So frankincense is huge. It's very mild. It's very, it's very mild to me.
Well, and here's a little tidbit of information. Tree oils of any kind are grounding. So you think of the tree as being rooted and it's held in place strongly because of those roots. The same is true with the oils that they produce.
Absolutely.
So they actually can be really helpful in emotional situations and just feeling that extra grounding that sometimes we, especially as women, but all people need from time to time.
Absolutely.
So it's also huge when it comes to immunity and our cellular health.
Absolutely. And if you want to see something interesting, just Google frankincense trees, and you can see these are trees that are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. That one tree is passed down from generation to generation to generation, and that is their livelihood.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
guarded
amazing.
heavily often
Yeah.
during the time of year that they produce.
And
the
that's
sap.
why how things, like we talked about before, how things are harvested is so important, because they cut into the tree, and they actually, when the sap, is it sap?
It's resin,
But when it comes out, they call it tears, is what they call frankincense tears. But you have to cut just enough to not hurt the tree.
Yep. And there's
And so it's
actually
a
what they call a
process.
scoring process, where they score it 3 different times to get the most pure oil out.
It's very
So,
interesting.
fascinating.
So, it is very, very interesting.
Yep. Next up is lavender.
Lavender, is all things calming.
Yep.
So anything that you can think that needs to calm down, it can help calm down.
Yep.
Whether it's your emotions, whether it's your brain so you can sleep, whether it's
Cuts and scrapes.
Oh yeah, been out in the sun too long, a bug bite, any.
Yep.
I mean, you can see them all there. It's amazing, and it is one of the pieces of our when you're dealing with seasonal threats and all that. It's one of the pieces in the puzzle that we utilize for that.
Yep.
So
for those of you this time of year, you're out in the sun more often. You might be at the pool if your pool's open.
Let's not open that can of worms.
Exactly. This is a great oil to use in combination with peppermint oil and water and frankincense, to use to help calm and soothe skin that has just seen a little bit too much of the sun.
Sure does.
So next up is lemon.
I love lemon. I love lemon, like literally open the bottle and smell it. And I've started to get, sometimes, we all get so busy in our life and we're used to doing our thing, where I've gotten to where I really try hard to, before I use an oil topically, internally, I try to just open it and inhale, because it smells, and lemon, it smells amazing to me. So it is just, again, you can see all this. It is a very gentle, cleansing, detoxing process on the body. This is the very first oil that I started using internally. I used a drop in my water throughout the day. I would finish a glass and get another glass. And I lost about 15 pounds when I first started doing that. So obviously I just needed to cleanse, detox, and get some of that out. It's used for liver and kidney. I mean, it is an amazing, and it's another piece of our seasonal threats trio. So
all citrus oils are energizing and uplifting. So just keep that in mind. Boy, it must be really windy outside. So that just,
and it's also, just so on a side note, it is also our citrus oils are photosensitive.
Yes.
So you want to be careful utilizing those topically and then going out directly into the sun. So there's great information on that. If you need more, comment on here and we'll get you some of that information.
Yep. We just have 2 more oils, I think, to go over, and
finish the trio. That'll fit. This one will fit. Oh, or we got to go. The next one is On Guard.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
We just got 2 more oils to do real quickly, and we are approaching the end of this time together. So
and then we'll talk and chat and answer questions.
Yep. On Guard. Oh. Yep. Y'all, On Guard. On Guard has been a saving grace in the last 3-4 months. One of the things that we really want to encourage you with is that immunity is a year-round project.
Absolutely.
It's not just when there are threats in the air that we need to be taking care and making sure that we're actively doing things to build your immunity. It's all the time. And On Guard is our protective blend that helps do that incredibly. There are some amazing oils included in the On Guard blend. And it is one that is just, when they call it the protective blend, you can just kind of think of that little bottle. I'd love to have somebody do a graphic. Maybe I'll have to do it. Of just a coat of armor around that bottle, because that's literally what it does to the cells in your body, and helps make sure that any threats that get into the body, this is a simplified version of what On Guard does, but it helps to make sure that the replication of those cells are halted. Which means that if those nasty cells can't continue to replicate in your body, you might still experience a few symptoms of something that's going on, but it's not going to be nearly as bad for nearly as long. And that is the main benefit of On Guard.
Absolutely. And again, like Carol said, that is a year-long, process, not one. It's much easier to do that continually than to try and play catch up, because it's really hard, because again, that stuff's already in the body. So,
and it's one of the oils that can be used internally, topically, and
we're just in this picture, it's just showing you the oil, but there's a whole line of products. So incredible. This one makes me nervous to even be remotely low on. So good stuff.
If you haven't tried it, one of my favorite items in the On Guard line is our hand sanitizing mist. incredible. It was actually just recently recognized as an over-the-counter product to be used as a sanitizer. So just know that and keep that in mind. And last but not least, peppermint.
Peppermint, yeah. So this completes the third in the trio for seasonal threats. So we had lavender, which is the calming histamine calming property of that. We have the lemon, which is cleansing, getting that stuff out of the body, and peppermint, which is a huge oil. And
Helps
it is,
open the pathways.
open everything up and help. So those three work immensely. And you can see here, sometimes it can help to just alert, kind of give you an alert, open your, like we said, it opens the airways.
Right.
It also can open just your cognitive sense and just be like, okay, I can concentrate.
Yep.
So it's just amazing.
Yep.
Pulls down the skin, all of that. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so like I said, we're almost done. Want to talk to you really quickly. If you are somebody who is new to doTERRA or not maybe familiar with the way to access and get use of our essential oils, this is really quickly for you. doTERRA, there's lots of reasons, and we're going to talk about that in just a second, why you would want to get started. But first of all, how do we get started? There are a number of starter kits that you can choose from. We're going to talk about those real quickly here before we finish up. But there are several different price points that you can choose from, and choosing a starter kit gives you a basic toolbox to help make sure that you're set and ready to go for anything coming up. You're going to choose your kit, you're going to check out from the website, and then you're going to shoot a message to the person who invited you. So if you're on here watching this video tonight and are interested in more information on how to get your own account set up, shoot us a message or comment below this video, and we'll make sure that you have the right link to get you hooked up with the person who invited you to this
I know, because
class.
sometimes you think that they're the only Susie Smith that is it, and it's not, because even that happened to me years and years and years ago when I enrolled with Carol. Evidently, there's more than one, or they put me on an orphan tree. So, which we can fix. It's just a process. But so yes, so we definitely want to get you back to the person that invited you to this page.
Yeah.
And some of you have been on this page for a long time and you might not remember. Yeah. But Carol and I have access to that, so we can absolutely help you with that. So drop a comment in this thread and we'll get you back.
And if your person is no longer doing doTERRA, we'll get you taken care of. So don't worry about it. Absolutely. It's also super important that you know who you're signing up with, because not every team provides the oil education and information that we do. So we want to make sure that we're able to continue to help you in the education process.
Absolutely.
And the way that you do that is to make sure you're on our team when you sign up.
Because there's nothing worse than buying something and then not knowing how to use it or not knowing what to do with it. So we absolutely want to help you use up all your oils. Yeah. That's what we want you to do.
Yep. Now, why should you get started? There's a couple of reasons that you want to have your own account with doTERRA. The first is a discount. You get 25% off of everything that you purchase from the time that you sign up with your own account and get your starter kit until you decide that you're done with doTERRA, which I don't know about you, but that ain't happening. No. 25% off every time you order. We also have some great promotions. And right now we have an incredible promotion going on this month. It's a 200 PV promotion. So we'll kind of point out for you as we're showing you the starter kits, which kits make this available. But we have an oil blend called Immortelle that helps with anti-aging benefits. And many others. It's great for use with scarring. It's great for eye health. You can use it as a deodorant. If you want to, but that is free with any 200 PV, which is a point value. So it's about the equivalent of $200 purchase. And that is the promotion that we've got going on right now. But doTERRA is always doing promotions. We're always giving us free stuff. And it's really nice. And then last but not least is community.
Absolutely. Well, and that's one of my biggest things as far as here on Team Holtz. For us, I say this is a place of connection, community, and continuing education. And those are our goals here. But we all need community and we all want to belong. And this is a great place for you to do that because we have a lot going on. You do such a good job of providing education, information for all of us. So this is a great place to be. So you might as well be here with us.
Absolutely. We'd love to welcome you.
Absolutely.
let me talk real quickly about a couple of kits that we have available, and then we'll be done and ready to answer some questions if you have any. The first one, and these are starter kits that doTERRA has put together for us. Many of them give you a discount just to start off, and some of them are significant. The first kit that we want to talk about is the Simple Solutions kit. I like to call this kind of a sample kit because this is a sample of 4 of our very best products.
Absolutely.
In this kit, you get your membership fee, which if you were to pay that all by itself, it would be $35.
And that just gets you your wholesale pricing for the year.
It's
just
like buying a Sam's card.
Sam's card, yeah.
Or Sam's membership. Yeah. So you get Deep Blue Rub, a 15 ml bottle of lemon, On Guard, and lavender. So that's $105. I think that's 105 PV too, but I'm not sure.
I think everything's the same on that one.
Secondly is the Healthy Start kit. This is a great kit, but once again, it's a sample kit because I want to point out for you, you're looking at 5 ml bottles.
Yeah, so they're a little bit of the smaller bottles.
Yep, they're 85 to 90 drops.
Yeah.
Typically, we use about 1 to 2 drops per application, so you can see that if you're using lemon in your water or On Guard for your entire family, you're going to blow through those pretty
Well, and
quickly.
if you have a family, if you have children, and especially, you're going to go through those pretty fast.
Yeah.
So, but that's a great diffuser that comes with that. I utilize that one in my husband's and my room at night, and I like that one.
So again, in this one, you're going to get your membership fee, that little diffuser, and it's not a little one. It's
it's a good size. Yeah.
bigger than a bagel.
Normal. Yeah.
Bigger than a bagel.
Yeah. It's like a pancake.
Yep. And then you get 5 ml bottles of several blends. You get Breathe, Deep Blue, Digestin, and On Guard, which we talked about all of those. Then you get 5 ml bottles of some single oils: frankincense, lavender, lemon, oregano, peppermint, and tea tree. We didn't talk about oregano and tea tree.
But they're good ones.
They're
too.
great ones. They're great
They sure
ones.
are.
And then next is the Healthy Essentials kit. This is
Healthy Habits kit. That was next.
I missed one on my
Healthy Habits. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Take
Okay. This one contains our vitamins, the vitamin kit called the Lifelong Vitality Set. This is actually our #1 selling product with doTERRA. Has a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you are somebody that is looking for digestive help, inflammation, or just immune support, this is a great starter kit for this. You get the Lifelong Vitality, which is a 30-day supply of our vitamins, and the Z Omega is your fish oils. You're also going to get Terrazyme, our digestive enzyme, which digestive enzymes help your body to start digesting food earlier in the process so that they're more thoroughly digested, and it helps with your gut health, which is so important.
Yes, super
We could talk for a whole class on just that. It also comes with PB Assist, which is a probiotic, and then 5 ml blends of Balance and On Guard. Balance is another great blend when it comes to our mental health, and it can also actually help with physical balance, if you have trouble with things like vertigo, that type of thing. And then 5 ml single oils of frankincense, lavender, and lemon. That one's $195 to start with, and you just add 1 more bottle of something. So add another bottle of lemon or another citrus oil, or even a bottle of that hand sanitizing mist that I mentioned, and you're eligible for the Immortelle that we talked about. Yep. And then next is the Healthy Essentials kit. The Healthy Essentials kit is $249. It includes your membership fee, a pedal diffuser, which is another really cute diffuser that's a little bit bigger. And it also includes a 5 ml of Deep Blue, 15 ml blends of Adaptive, which we talked about, Balance, Breathe, Digestin, and On Guard, and then single oils of Copaiba, which again could have a class in and of itself.
Absolutely.
Lavender, lemon, and peppermint. And that's $249. It would also make you eligible for the Immortelle. Then if you just want a complete starter kit that covers everything, home and physical and all of the things, this one comes with our membership fee, the shampoo and conditioner, toothpaste, On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, foaming hand wash
the foaming
pump.
hand soap is there in the back with you see the white pump, the one to the side of that is the foaming hand wash, and that stuff is amazing.
The sanitizing mist. Honestly, we could call this the current events kit.
Yeah, sure enough.
Really and truly. It also comes with the Brevi Stone Diffuser, the one that I said was just a little bit bigger than a bagel, a 5 ml of Deep Blue, 15 ml of Breathe, Digestin, and On Guard, and then single oils of frankincense, lavender, lemon, oregano, peppermint, and tea tree in the 15 ml.
And I don't know about you, but my Brevi, it lasts all night long.
Yes.
So it just because it's little doesn't mean
it's a 10 to 12 hour
it lasts.
diffuser.
So I love it, and it puts out. You can smell. Like I'm one that I want to be able to smell the oils, and so it's a great one.
Yep.
The only downside to this that I see in like what we've just been going through is that we couldn't get in to get our hair done, and the shampoo and conditioner make your hair grow so much. But, although I have seen a couple of people who, and my sister's one of them, whose hair is really long after all of this, and that's what she uses, and her hair is like I was on a call through the night, she had a braid wrapped around it, it was about that long, and I'm like, oh my word. So it'll make your hair grow. So yes, absolutely.
Good stuff. And last but not least is our Cadillac kit, and it's called the Natural Solutions Kit. It is a little bit of everything. You've got your vitamins, you've got the digestive stuff, you've got, that is one of my favorite diffusers, the Lotus diffuser. Is that the Lotus?
I think so.
Yeah, the Lotus diffuser. Lumo diffuser.
That's right.
One of my favorites. Again, it can run up to 10 to 12 hours. It also has a little nightlight.
Yeah, good mix, because you got some fractionated coconut oil, Correctex, which is anything skin. It's just in a little gel that comes out. Super handy. Hangnails, any bug bites, whatever. So
the Breathe Stick.
And then there's the regular plain lotion, that teal bottle, the light green kind of bottle. That's just our unscented lotion, which gives you the ability to create any kind of lotion you want. So whatever oil you like, you just put some lotion in your hand, drop a drop in that, and go. And I love it. I love the lotion.
Yep. Okay, so those are the kits that we have that are available. If you need help with picking out a kit, again, touch base with either the person that invited you to this class or page, or you can reach out to Amy or I, or comment below this video, and we'll make sure that you're taken care of.
And if any of you are interested in that Immortelle, that's only this month. So it's going to end at the end of the month, the end of June. So we want to get on that quickly if that's what you're interested in. So All right.
So if you still have questions, we want to honor your time and let you go if you're done, if you've heard enough for right now. But if you have questions, we're here to answer them for a couple minutes. So there's a little bit of a delay when it comes to Facebook. So we're not going to tarry long, but if you have a question or something that you'd like to ask us, then type away and ask your question in the comment there. One of the things that we want to also reassure you with is if you have questions after we're done with this video, you still have opportunity to ask them.
Absolutely.
So if you're watching this on Facebook, or I'm going to post this on my website later, if you're watching this on Facebook, then just type your question in the comments below this video, or again, you can shoot a private message to Amy or I, and we will get your question answered as quickly as possible, or send them to the person that, again, invited you to this page.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm scrolling through. So somebody asked, Judy asked if they will have access to these slides. And so this will be on the BOGO page, and that this video will stay. So you'll just go back, come back to the BOGO page, and you'll be able to find that there, so that you can see whatever you need to see.
Yep. If you have trouble finding it there, because you will have to kind of scroll through things after a little while, you can also, I'm going to post it on my website, which is carolholtz.com, and you'll just go to the Learn with Me page, Learn Essential Oils with Me page, and it'll be on a video on that page. So, and I'll put it toward the top.
I'm looking at questions. So let's see. Peggy said she's been diffusing Breathe at night with Serenity to help with some head and neck tension. Yeah, it's interesting how you come up with combos. That sounds like that would be amazing.
Yep.
Hey, Linda Ellison, Diane.
Hey, Michelle.
Peggy also says that Immortelle also can help support hearing. So that's good.
Good.
So yeah. All right.
So if you have family members that you've been around with for 3 months that claim they can't hear you, without that bottle out. Yep.
So yeah.
All right. I'm not seeing any more questions.
We'll give just a second, just in case, because again, there is that delay. So we'll do that. But it's good to see you all this evening. I see you as in questions. We're used to sometimes seeing the faces on here. So So yeah. And we will do something next week. We're still deciding what exactly we're doing, but we'll be around, so we'll figure out something.
Yep. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video and be with us tonight.
All right. Good to see you.
All right. Thanks.